I have been having a blast in Battleground, and that is something I don't get to say very often. Currently I am playing as a Crusader and this class is dominating. Being a low resonance melee class that is a front line is a lot of things need to go right for the build to work. Usually I make PvP builds for a specific role like support, tank, CC builds, damage builds. But what I have here is a complete build, meaning it has all the elements of CC, damage, survivability, all mixed in one for all types of scenarios in PvP. As you can see, I've been getting pretty good results from this build with numerous MVPs and also some other batches like most assists or most objective time. So I believe this build is working pretty well and is worth trying. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the build. To give a basic overview of the build, I am using 4 skills. Basically, those are Consecration, Condemn, Draw and Quarter, and Conjuration of Light. And for my set items, I'll be using 4 piece of Mount Bank set, and I'm using 2 piece of Grace set and 2 piece of Vithus. Vithus is going to increase the duration of my Conjuration of Light. That is why it is very important. So, like I said, the build has 3 components: CC, assist and damage. So we'll go one by one on each component while I'm explaining the other essences that I use. First thing we'll see is the survivability. Recently I make a video of shields, of why it is very good currently. I will link that video in the top right, but for this build also I'm using a lot of shields which give me a lot of survivability. First one is going to be the Mount Bank shield. Apart from that, I'm also using the ancestral property, basically invocations, for as a shield. And for cursed gears, I'm using 4 piece ghosted. Ideally, I think 6 piece ghosted will be even much better if you can use that. Apart from these, Crusaders have the Conjuration of Light, as you know, and this is the best survivability skill in the game. And we are also using the Shoulder Essence that is going to increase the duration of Conjuration of Light by 39%. So all these things make you very tanky, but that's not all. You also have Dusk Prowler, which is going to give you shield. You also have your stance, which is also going to give you shield. Keep in mind to always switch your stance to use the shield from the stance as often as possible. And finally we have the legendary gems. So for legendary gems right now, for my for my survivability, I'm using Spiteful Blood, and I believe this gem is really very good for Crusaders, as it is going to give you immunity from primary attacks when your health is below 50%, and you can use it even at rank 1. So I'm using it as an auxiliary gem. I think this is a very important gem for this build. Keep in mind, gems play a very important role while making your build, because you have to consider what type of gem setup you have while making your build. So you can also use other gems like Frozen Heart or the Exigent Echo. I really like this gem as well. Now, apart from all this, for survivability, there is one more important thing which we should not forget, and that is the Punish, because this is going to give you 30% increased block chance. This is also very important. Keep in mind, as you are a Crusader, you are ideally should have a lot of block chance from your reforge bonuses and everything. And obviously my resistance is very low, but ideally if you have more resistance, that is going to complement your build a lot. So that's all for survivability. The next one is going to be damage. For damage, we are using 2 skills which provides a lot of damage for the Crusader, and that is Consecration and Condemn. These 2 I believe is the major source of damage for Crusader for any type of build, and I'm using both of them in this build. For Consecration, I'm using the Anointed Brimstone, which is going to make your consecration move with you and also engulfs you in holy flames. This one is the most damage dealing consecration out there. And for Condemn, I'm using Heart of Grandeur. Now some people would prefer the Iron Suzerain. It has CC effects that pulls enemies to you, but this one has more damage. We already have CC in this build, that's why I preferred more damage. Especially I am low resonance. If you are low resonance, I think you would really like this one. Now Consecration and Condemn both have an equal radius, so it is very convenient. You will know where at how much distance you have to be with your enemy to deal damage. There is primary attack, punish for damage as well, and for punish we are using the main hand, that is punish. Enemies struck by punish take more 19% more damage from subsequent hits. So this is also a main hand that I'm using. The other main hand is actually empty right now. There is no essence that fits into the main hand, so I'm using only one main hand. This one is not in use. Anyway, finally, for crowd control. For crowd control, the main essence is going to be draw and quarter. Yes, the draw and quarter that makes your horse dash a little further, dash a little forward and knock back your enemies. So this draw and quarter might take some time to get used to it, but once you are used to this, you will find that this is very, very good. It does knockback, it does damage, and also it is the fastest one among all the draw and quarters variants. So getting from one point to another point is very, very good. Even from escaping very crucial spots, draw and quarter is very good. So draw and quarter is going to be one source of CC. The other are the consecration and condemn. Now consecration, condemn I'm using for damage, but while I'm dealing damage, I'm also applying CC to them. By consecration, I'm using the offhand. This is making my enemy's movement slow by 30%. And my condemn is also doing a small CC of where you blind the enemy for a short while. However, if you do not like this essence, you can also go for the punish essence that is available for the offhand to increase more primary attack damage. That's up to you, but I really prefer this one to provide more CC. And apart from all this, I highly recommend a Chaos Sling. I've been using it, and this one is amazing. The Chaos Sling blocks a lot because you are always in the thick of the battle, and that's why this is a major source of crowd control for me. My rotation is basically I just switch on my condemn and consecration, and I just charge in with my horse. So I'll just and keep in mind, if you use condemn and consecration even after mounting the horse, you will not be unmounted. So basically all you have to do is activate those 3 skills and just dive into the battle and just spam your punish. And this is very important because punish is going to give you 30% block chance, and it's huge. It's like everyone says, Crusader is very easy to learn but very difficult to master. So your timing of these skills is going to be the key, and especially your conjuration of light. Now, I do not have any gameplay footage right now with me because I play on my mobile, and in mobile the quality of recording is pretty low. Hence, I'm just going to share some of the ports that I've got by using this build. So as you can see, I've got some, I was able to get some MVPs from this build, and also some games where I got the highest assists. Even some games where even though I have very, very low deaths, but I was still the highest objective or the highest damage on point badge. So this means that you will be able to survive a lot longer while accomplishing your objective in the battlegrounds. Now one of my favorite is this report. Now I do not have any badge from this report, but this was one of the most satisfying game for me. I was in the defender and I was the only melee class in the team. Rest all were range. This battle went on till the very last second, but I was able to be on the point, provide my conjuration right time, and able to drive the game in the right direction. That's why I was able to get very low kills, no kills. We were able to win finally. So keep in mind, all those reports that I've showed, that was from silver 1, 2, 3 and gold 1, 2. But as a low resonance player, I think if I'm matched with anyone with resonance near to my or even higher than my, I think this build is performing really, really good, and it's worth a try. Since I keep trying out different builds all the time, my win rate in battlegrounds goes down a lot, usually at the start of the build, at the start of the season, because I'm trying out different builds. But after I have found this build that is working for me, my win rate has actually gone up by 5% in just 2 days. So I don't know if that is going to continue or not, but for now it feels great. So that's all I wanted to share in this video. I hope you liked this build. I hope you like this content. Kindly subscribe as it will help this channel a lot and mean a lot to me. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.